Final one of the evening. It's the Rochester Rim Rattlers at 14-12. The Indiana Elite at 21-4. Here we go. We've got Orange Mullet to officiate the final one of the evening, and we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. Straight into Hensley, straight into the key, and straight to the basket for the slam. Rochester Rim Rattlers and Indiana Elite gonna face off. These two teams, when they squared off last season, it ended up with a win for the Rochester Rim Rattlers. Got the win 68-67 in a very close matchup. Coming into that game, that was a early matchup. The Elite, I know, were 6-1. I know the Indiana Elite were 6-1 coming into that matchup last season, and they were on a 6-game winning streak. A 6-game winning streak where, of course, everyone remembers the Indiana Elite lost their first game in franchise history to the Columbus Heat. The Columbus Heat, who are pretty much now the losingest team in the history of the league, they did beat the Indiana Elite in the first game ever in Scuffed Basketball League history. But after that game, the Indiana Elite did win 6 in a row, and it was the Rim Rattlers that puts an end to the first little winning streak that the Indiana Elite ever went on. These two teams then squared off again in the playoffs last season. These two teams squared off in the playoffs last season in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Indiana Elite went as a 3 seed. Oh, rejected right there by Pete Jones Jr. The Indiana Elite went as a 3 seed. Rochester Rim Rattlers went as the 6 seed. And the Indiana Elite did bounce the Rim Rattlers in the first round. As, of course, the Indiana Elite went to the grand finals to lose to the London Honeys. Rochester Rim Rattlers looking to make the playoffs here in Season 2. Not currently in a playoff spot. Not currently in a playoff spot are the Rochester Rim Rattlers, and still have a chance at one coming into tonight at 14-12, but they're running into Pete Jones Jr., who's got 6 points in 2 minutes, and he dropped 24 last game against the Bangor Freighters. Bangor Freighters, another top team in the East, and the Indiana Elite took them out last game. 3 balls going to drop in right there, though, for Thomas Hensley. 5 points for Thomas Hensley, 5 points for the Rochester Rim Rattlers, rather. Here's Pete Jones Jr. He's got 8. Pete Jones Jr. picking up right where he left off against the Bangor Freighters. He's got 8 points already. Thomas Hensley, he's got 5 points, or he's got the 5 points that the Rim Rattlers have. He dishes it over to Pope, back to General Patton. Patton with the lay-in for the foul. General Patton will go to the line for one more. General Patton, Ralph Patton, starting point guard and an all-star, I believe, in Season 1. All-star last season, not here in Season 2. All-star in Season 1 was General Patton, leading the man that leads the offense and runs the offense for the Rochester Rim Rattlers. Rochester Rim Rattlers looking to make the playoffs for the 2nd season in a row. But, as I said, on the outside looking in right now, and this is an important win that they need here tonight, and they are running into the top team in the Scuffed Basketball League late in the season when they really need a playoff win. Clem Fandango, poked away and stolen by Caleb Steger, the rookie, over to General Patton, pulls up the mid-ranger. No, cannot turn the steal into points. Cannot turn the steal into points. Indiana Elite, they'll set up and try again. 90 seconds left here in the first. Into Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer, he's able to lay that one in. Timeout, Rochester Rim Rattlers. Welcome in, D-Ball. Good to see you, brother. Back to it following the timeout from the Rim Rattlers. Good start here for the Indiana Elite. Pete Jones Jr. takes a rest after a dominant first quarter. Rocco Pebble checks in. Fan picks up a long 2 and drops that one in. Foot was on the line there. And that one will go down as a long 2. Rocco Pebble checks in here. He's running it right now with the starters. Cameron Boozer will lay that one in. And he'll go to the line for one more, another and one. Pete Jones Jr. grabs a rest after a strong first quarter. Rocco Pebble checks in. Rocco Pebble, no stranger to running with the starters, though. Remember that Rocco Pebble was a starter through a lot of Season 1 for the Indiana Elite and through that playoff run. Rocco Pebble did run as a starter with the team, and then, of course, The Indiana Elite picked up Cameron Boozer with the 2nd overall pick in the first ever Scuffed Basketball League draft. And ever since then, Rocco Pebble has comfortably settled into his spot as the backup center, while Cameron Boozer has become a monster of a starter for the Indiana Elite. Not just a monster of a starter, I'd say most people, you got to have Cameron Boozer as the future of the Indiana Elite. Rocco Pebble, open under the basket, great dish from Clem Fandango. Pete Jones Jr., of course, right now, the 2-time All-Star, the seasoned vet that is the anchor for the Indiana Elite. But you got to think the Indiana Elite preparing to build around Cameron Boozer for the upcoming future. Speaking of which, they get it into Cameron Boozer right here and now. He's looking to take the shot with time winding down, and that right there is why they are looking to build around the young rookie. Quick shot as the time winds down. They can't get the buzzer beater to go. That's the end of the first. Into the second. Second quarter underway. Indiana Elite will start the second here with a decent lead. Indiana Elite up 12 over the Rochester Rim Rattlers. As I said, the Rochester Rim Rattlers definitely looking for a win here as they are looking for a playoff spot here in Season 2. They're on the outside looking in right now. Rocco Pebble can't get the hook shot to go. Cannot get the hook shot to go. Fan throws up a quick 3. He can't get his 3 to go, though. And a couple back-to-back empty possessions there for both teams. Nomad works around the screen. Great defense, though, from the Rochester Rim Rattlers. Gets it into Rocco Pebble. Oh, and Rocco Pebble able to lay that one in. 4 points for Rocco. Rim Rattlers can't get the lay-in to go. What up, Corey? 60 seconds gone. 60 seconds gone here in the second. Gator Wallace is going to get called for a 3-second violation. Not something we see happen too often, but hey, it's the Scuffed Basketball League. It's going to happen to him. Pacorna throws up a quick pick and pop. He can't get that one to go. That one is boarded by the Indiana Elite. Alan Wells up at the top. As we've said, Alan Wells has seemed to become the most reliable player on the B team. He's going to get the screen, and oh, got a hand on it there. I believe did Pacorna. Good defense from the Rim Rattlers. It may have been Newton right here, but somebody got a hand on it to disrupt that shot. And Gerald Newton, yes, he is credited with the block there. Great defense from Gerald Newton. And the Indiana Elite still going to set up. It's still the B team out here. Nomad into Alan Wells. He's wide open, and he cannot get the mid-ranger to go as he's wide open. And Pete Jones going to call a timeout following the offensive rebound. Coach Pete Jones calls a timeout. He puts the starters back in. And with the starters back in, you know what that means. That means get the ball to my son. Give the ball to Pete Jones Jr. He goes to work, and he slams it down. And that is exactly what Coach Pete Jones wanted. Cohen into Pacorna. Pacorna out. 3 ball. Man, Rim Rattlers have been chucking them here. And the 3 ball is not going for the Rim Rattlers right now. What's going for the Indiana Elite? Well, they're going to give the ball to Pete Jones Jr. He's going to go to work, and he's going to botch the hook shot, though. Second time tonight we've seen him miss that hook shot. Now it's Cohen. He's able to get the better of Pete Jones Jr. Ross Cohen able to drop that one in for 2. Approaching 2 minutes left here in the second. Indiana Elite playing a good game here so far. 12-point lead. Cameron Boozer drops one in. Timeout, Rim Rattlers. Back to it following the Rochester Rim Rattlers timeout. Indiana Elite's up 14 here on the Rochester Rim Rattlers. Over to Steger. Steger, the rookie, pulls up a 3. No. Oh, and went for the save over there. Did Newton, but could not get the save, and the Indiana Elite will take over. And Matt Snow's going to set up and run the offense. He's going to give it to Pete Jones Jr. Pete Jones Jr. Oh, And Pete Jones Jr. is going to botch 2 layups in a row. Rough for Coach Pete Jones. Into Pope. Pope against Cameron Boozer. 90 seconds left in the second. Pope rejected. Absolutely rejected. Cameron Boozer had his number all day right there. And now, what a dish from Boozer. Back to Boozer. Back to Fandango. Into Pete Jones Jr. Back to Fandango, who finally lays it in. Good ball movement for the Indiana Elite. Ends up in 2 points for Fandango. Steger around the screen. He's going to pull up another one. Caleb Steger, the rookie out there, he has been chucking, and they have not been falling for him. Fandango, he's going to get the screen again. He's going to attack the basket. Fandango! 8 points for Clem Fandango. Indiana Elite are putting it on the Rim Rattlers right now. Cohen cannot get that one to go. Matt Snow at the top. Into Pete Jones Jr. Over to Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer lays that one in. 10 points for the rookie. 20-point lead for the Indiana Elite. General Patton looking for something for his Rim Rattlers. He's going to pull up a mid-ranger. He can't get that one to go. The General can't get one either. And the Indiana Elite looking to do it again. Pete Jones, he's missed a couple in a row. This time he's going to give it over to Boozer, but Cameron Boozer misses the hook shot. Both the big men having their struggles down low here in the second. Pope's going to find his way and slam it down. James Pope slams it down for his first basket of the game. Shot clock turned off. Matt Snow with it. Works around the screen. Matt Snow looking to end the half with a basket, and he does. One more for the Rim Rattlers. No, that will take us to halftime. Into the second half. We start off, and the Indiana Elites have a 20-point lead over the Rim Rattlers. Pete Jones Jr. opens up with 2 quick points. He ended the second quarter a little shaky. We'll see if he gets it together here for the second half. Oh, my goodness. Pete Jones Jr. absolutely with a monster rejection. Maybe he did get it together here for the second half. Rejected by Pete Jones Jr., recovered by Matt Snow for the quick basket. Matt Snow's got 4 points, 8 assists. Could be a double-double watch for Matt Snow. Matt Snow into Pete Jones Jr. Is he looking for more? Pete Jones Jr., 16 points. General Patton, quick shot. Cannot get it to go. Rim Rattlers just cannot get anything to go their way right now. It's going to be a screen for Fandango. Fandango covered up by Steger, but he doesn't care. Fandango all the way for the lay-in. 10 points, 5 for 5 for Fandango. Indiana Elite approaching a 30-point lead. Patton again. General Patton can't get one to go. No one on the Rim Rattlers can buy a basket. Indiana Elite, Matt Snow into Boozer. Cameron Boozer. Oh, he's rejected, though. Rim Rattlers playing some defense. Can that be a spark for their offense? Hensley at the top, around the screen. He's looking to attack. He's looking for a nice high percentage shot. Over to Cohen, who lays it in. And finally, after 1 minute and 50 seconds, the Rochester Rim Rattlers scored their first bucket of the third quarter. Pete Jones Jr., slam. 18 for PJJ. General Patton. Can he get a... Oh, poked away. General Patton has had some chucks here in the third. Don't think he's gotten a basket yet. And there's another one. Oh, General Patton, boarded by Matt Snow. Matt Snow, he's going to want the screen. He's looking for some offense of his own now. Into the key he goes. Matt Snow. Oh, but he can't get the hook shot. General Patton. He has not been the general tonight. It's more like Private Patton here in this matchup. Hensley misses the 3-ball, boarded by Fandango. Fandango's going to bring it down. He's going to run the offense. He wants the screen. He's going to get it. Good defense, though, from Steger. Cuts him off. Over to Boozer for the slam. 30-point lead for the Indiana Elite. 12 points for Boozer into Steger. Steger against Fandango. Steger has struggled offensively here tonight, and he's finally able to get a bucket there. 1 for 4 for Caleb Steger. Matt Snow pulls up a mid-ranger. Coach Pete Jones has talked about how much he hates when Matt Snow takes that shot. But boarded by Pete Jones Jr., timeout Rim Rattlers. Back to it following the Rim Rattlers timeout. 30-point lead here for the Indiana Elite. Wow. Indiana Elite putting it on the Rim Rattlers right now. Newton's able to lay that one in. Gerald Newton able to lay one in. Nomad into Truck Wallace. Truck Wallace still looking for his first points of the evening. And able to get him right there. Able to get his first points of the night. General Patton blows by the defense, covered up by Nomad. General Patton. He is 2 for 10. Wow. General Patton. Not sure what's going on over there. All-star in Season 1, and him and the Rim Rattlers have been struggling here in Season 2. Greg Neal is wide open, takes the 3 ball. That's not usually his shot. But he was wide open. He decided to take it. And boarded by the Rim Rattlers. They're looking to try to claw their way back in as we approach the fourth. Patton around the screen looking for a back-to-back baskets, and he cannot get it. That takes him to 2 for 11 on the evening. My Lanta. Tough night for General Patton. Nomad D Pistol into the key, and he's able to get a lay-in for his first one of the night. Nomad D Pistol's on the board. Ralph Patton over to Hensley. Hensley's thinking about it. He pulls up. Cannot get it in. Rochester Rim Rattlers have just been honestly horrendous from downtown here tonight. Nomad's looking for another basket to end the third, and he will get it. 4 points for Nomad. Patton to end the third. No. And that will take us to the fourth quarter. We are into the fourth, and the Indiana Elite are up 32 points on the Rochester Rim Rattlers. If you're just tuning in, the Rochester Rim Rattlers have struggled from downtown all game. Ralph Patton is 3 of 13 from the field. He has not had a good game overall as the leader of the Rochester Rim Rattlers offense. Zhang Yi, able to lay that one in, and the Rim Rattlers gonna look for some garbage time points here, and the B team's gonna look to enjoy their time out here on the court right now. I don't think they got to worry about the starters coming back in. What's Clem's career high? Clem's got to have a pretty decent career high. Matt Snow's going to come back in. I know that. Matt Snow will check back in so he can go for a double-double. Hound Fan able to lay that one in. Nomad comes across, and Coach Pete Jones calls a timeout. Following the timeout, Matt Snow and Clem Fandango do check back in. Matt Snow needs 6 points for a double-double. Can Matt Snow get his third straight double-double? He's looking for some points right here and now. He's into the key, and he's going to lay that one in. Oh, he does need an assist as well. I thought that he had his 10 assists. Matt Snow's got 9 assists. He's going to need an assist here as well. We'll see if he can grab it. There's a rebound for him. There's a rebound for Matt Snow. And he's going to throw up the quick mid-ranger. Coach Pete Jones screaming over here from the sidelines. He hates when Matt Snow takes that shot. Patton into Cohen. Rochester Rim Rattlers looking for some stat padding garbage time points now. There's a 3 ball that lands from Fan. Even though they're on like a 12-2 run right now, are the Rim Rattlers. It's going to be a little tough to get back into this one here with such a short time left in the fourth. Timeout called by the Rim Rattlers. 2.5 left here in the fourth. Rim Rattlers down 25. Matt Snow needs 4 points and an assist for a double-double. We'll see if he can get it. Fan around the screen. He steps back. Porconia throws up the three ball. Back-to-back threes for the Rim Rattlers. They are on like 15-2 run right now, are the Rim Rattlers. They're stepping it up here in the fourth. Matt Snow into Greg Neal. Greg Neal. He puts up a hook shot. He can't get that one to go. Matt Snow's looking for his assist, but Rocco Pebble and Greg Neal not able to give it to him. Thomas over to Fan. Fan, does he look for another three? Clem Fandango got a hand on it. Fan threw up the three ball anyway. Rebounded by Greg Neal. Greg Neal over to Matt Snow. Matt Snow, he's going to grab some points down here. He needs 2 points and assist. Pete Jones Jr. and Cameron Boozer do check back in. Coach Pete Jones is trying to get Matt Snow his double-double right now. Frazier. Around the screen, throws up a three. No. Boarded by Fandango. Fandango with the board, though. Fandango has been productive here tonight. That one's not working for him, though. Good defense from the Rim Rattlers. They're shutting down Fandango on this one. He puts it over to Boozer. Boozer throws one up. He got boarded by Pete Jones Jr. And Fandango can't get the three ball to go. Here's Day Thomas. Day Thomas, the second round draft pick and rookie for the Rim Rattlers. Frazier for three. Rim Rattlers threw up some threes here in the fourth, but could not get them to go. Here's Matt Snow at the top, into Pete Jones Jr. Pete Jones Jr. able to lay that one in. Don't know if Matt Snow got the assist for that, though. Pete Jones worked for it a little bit. I don't know if that was the assist or not. We'll have to see. Frazier throws it up, can't get it to go. Here comes Matt Snow. He needs 2 points. Might need an assist. It's going to be Matt Snow. He gets the screen. Great defense, though, from Day Thomas. Matt Snow is picked up right now. He cannot get around Day Thomas. Now he's able to attack the basket. Matt Snow! Oh, but the assist did not count. It's going to be 10 points, 9 assists for Matt Snow. Cohen into Gordon. Time winding down. Gordon, Frazier, one more three. Oh, one more three ball for Frazier. Matt Snow, he's got one more three. No, that's going to do it. Indiana Elite take the win.